The return of my Coin Lady channel brings me much joy. Predicting enormous gains for XRP, one of the top chart analysts in the entire crypto space, and just so I don't tease you too much in the opening, I'll mention genuine crypto. We'll get to his more specific predictions later on. He had a lot to say, including what we might reasonably expect for XRP in the near future, and there's a reason he has over 400,000 followers on social media platform X. His prediction of double-digit price action for XRP would mean at least $10. It is a question of when, not if, he said this in reference to XRP. The quote comes to a close. Regarding the matter, I wholeheartedly concur. I get that prices aren't exploding right now, but Bitcoin, the market leader, did set a new record. Currently, it has reached $93,960 as per Live Coin Monitor. However, keep in mind that these prices are just aggregated. It mostly comes down to that because they are collecting data in a proprietary manner that I am not familiar with. Nonetheless, they are collecting data from numerous exchanges and so on. Although it may seem like an impending inevitability at times, there are occasions where Bitcoin really crosses the $94,000 mark, even if only for a second. You'd want to witness it. Now, additional enterprise discovery is going to cause Bitcoins to breach beyond $100,000. When that happens, a lot of money will pour into XRP and other cryptocurrencies. That's why, regardless of whether you actually own Bitcoin or not, you should be pleased by a rise in its price. At the same time, XRP is quietly maintaining its position. It has come a long way since it was 49 cents a few weeks ago, now it's at $1.11. Can you believe it? This is all I need. I am fully committed to accepting this. According to the sentiment analysis firm on-chain, this is what happened. Now that Bitcoin has reached a new all-time high of $94,002, the reaction on social media has been, at best, muted. The absence of excitement is a positive indicator because fear of missing out usually results in course modifications. Whales will continue to pump cryptocurrencies with no pushback as long as retail traders continue to disbelieve. So, I'm always interested to hear Santa Mon's take on the social media responses, because their tracking method is, like, totally proprietary, so I have no idea how they get the data shown in the chart. And there are instances when it contradicts what we observe, for example, on the cryptocurrency fear and greed index. Although it isn't relevant to the plot of this movie, they do provide some information about the sources they used on this page, which contributes to its overall score of 83 out of 100. Therefore, it is obviously distinct from the work that Sentiment is accomplishing. If you've ever wanted to know the technical reason behind something, you do. Santa Mon responds, what there is not euphoria, in response to the statement about extreme greed. What on earth are you referring to? Because they are separate entities and are retrieving data in distinct ways, that is why. They independently made their own markers. Thus, it's safe to say that they are distinct. Now we have cryptophory. The market is experiencing high greed, as shown by the greed index, which is 83 out of 100. Check out this Bitcoin chart that chart expert Tony Severino put out there. He went on to say that Bitcoin's price discovery will continue, with many rapid and brief corrections, until it reaches an all-time high. I would be more than happy to view that. This post by chart analyst DOM is another option. This one, though, is intriguing. Here we have the other chart. The top 10 are shown on the other chart. It's all cryptocurrencies, actually, across the board, not just the top 10 by market capitalization. So, XRP isn't involved. However, there are a handful of reasons why I find that irrelevant. Let me start by saying that I intend to possess 42 distinct cryptocurrencies. You won't find many of them among the top 10. That one can be solved by anyone, not just math officers. On top of that, the space is centered around money cycling. When we reach a point when it is reasonable to assume that, well, history will follow a pattern where these coins are charted here, they will be successful. And it's not completely out of the question that XRP would, either. There isn't much more to it than that. But anyway, here is the other chart. Like Dom mentioned, it shows the opposite dominance across all coins, excluding the top 10 every time. Accordingly, his statement that others.d simply denotes the domination of others. All it implies is what fraction of the market it represents. Included in the others category are all of the coins. Even if it's nearly all coins, it's only 9.57% at the time he posted it. This is due to the dominance of Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is evident. As you can see on your screen, he claims that every time someone else's dominance reaches a certain point, it triggers an alt season. Take a look. I am telling you this because of this. After more than a year, we have finally hit it. See if this trend holds. Look at the trend line he drew here. Every time this has been reached, it has caused a bounce, and it would fit with our assumptions based on the past behavior of the markets. So, take it for what it's worth. Even while not considering chart analysis, this would also align with that. That fascinates me. In a post addressing both Bitcoin and XRP, chart analyst Bobby noted that the former is currently at an all-time high, is experiencing price discovery, and is 23% higher than its cycle high from 2021. Total indices produced their biggest weekly candlesticks of this market cycle, and expansion is being threatened. The asset is consolidating sideways while obtaining price acceptability at these new and higher valuations. Bitcoin's dominance remains incredibly strong at 60% last week. Numerous altcoins have finished wave 2 of their corrections and have tested their bear market lows or prior macro high range highs as support. XRP has emerged just after Bitcoin, as all three price discovery indices, Bitcoin, Tether, and USDT, are in steep decline and focus, according to the higher time frame oscillators and indicators. For several reasons, this is important. First things first, XRP-wise. If you were around in 2020, you might remember that around this time, XRP woke up and started running. This time around, it ran with more vigor, which is consistent with expectations for increased clarity in the law and similar matters. Excessively so. I mean, XRP might have gone as high as 80 since then. The local high occurred in November of 2020, after which it declined. My memory is hazy. I'd need to get the graph. To hell with it. It did, however, fall back down to a certain extent. This is just the beginning, though. It went as high as $26 here. Seeing the cyclical nature, or at least what we may anticipate from long-term historical trends, is incredibly fascinating. Once again, it's transpiring. When the market share of Bitcoin and Tether starts to fall, it's because investors are shifting their money to other coins, including XRP. He concluded by stating that bulls are being overly pessimistic and that bears are entirely unsupported. People still have a lot of doubts. The arrangement is stunning. Yeah, I totally get that. My video would not have been seen without you. When you're done, hit that subscribe button and let me know what you think.